catches or laterals are allowed behind the line of scrimmage. So you'll see a lot of stuff off the snap and a quick pass, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but you can still activate the quarterback. And how you do that, you hand the ball off to another player who turns into the quarterback. It gives them the two-way go. So a little activation after post-snap when it comes to flag football.
And here's the Yorkville Giants. And, of course, you see big number 8, Adam Hamosura, 6 feet tall. Anybody that height impacts the game. We'll keep an eye on him. And, of course, Alex Kramer is the quarterback. Now, this Gilbert, Arizona team lost a valuable member yesterday. Seth McEwen went down with an injury, so he's not available. So McEwen, number 7, is a scratch. Michael Larkin will wear jersey number 5. You'll see him. And we'll keep an eye on J.J. Madison, the quarterback who was terrific yesterday with 7 touchdown passes in pool play. Giants get it first here. That means we get a look at Kramer, one of the more talented players in flag, and a quick throw here on the perimeter. And this is C.J. Redding, who had 2 touchdown catches yesterday in pool play.
Yeah, he's also their rusher on defense. He's going to be active offensively and defensively, getting him the ball, but more importantly, what he does on the defensive side of getting to the ball.
Pretty good move through 2 guys there for Redding. 4 downs to the midline. That's the yellow stripe halfway home, and then 3 downs to score once you cross the midline, regardless of how many downs it takes. There's Kramer on the backside, and that's Masura, who makes a move and is going to have his flag pulled. And it'll be about 13, let's see, 13 yards or so from the touchdown area.
Yeah, I love what they do. They're utilizing motion and also the quarterback's eyes. Moving the defense with his eyes, not his arms, not his legs, his eyes. They all go left, and then they come back right to Himasura for a big play.
19-yard throw and catch. And Yorkville's Giants rolling here early. Pump, fake, shoots it middle of the field. Catch is made. Rivera from Brooklyn.
Again, it's just subtle. You can almost don't follow the quarterback because he's taking you somewhere that you don't want to go. This time he just moves to the left, and yet he throws back across his body in the middle of the field where there's an open gap from the defense.
Caleb Rivera yesterday, 5 touchdown catches in pool play and 2 interceptions on defense.
They made it look easy. And that play was just all called hookup. Backyard, hookup. You go around, turn around, look at the quarterback, hookup. That's it. As soon as you see space, you stop and you hook up. That's a nice chemistry by a quarterback and wide receiver.
And on the first play for the Cardinals, here's Gordon around the near side, something on the ground, and you're going to see this more than you think you would in this game.
Well, you got to understand, this is their philosophy. They love what they call the small gains, incremental gains. They want to keep the chains moving, but more importantly, they like to possess the football.
And the quarterback, of course, J.J. Madison at work, and another throw. And Gordon will break free. There's a marker down as he was trying to elude more defenders for extra yardage.
Yeah, I think they got a holding call on the defense as he was trying to break through from tackles. The defenders had a grab of his jersey, not allowing him to miss the tackle. You can't grab in flag.
Holding. Defense. Happens at the end of the run. It'll be tacked on to the end of the play. First down to midfield.
Man, you can't grab on. See, right here, you can't do that. You just can't hold on to him now.
Correct.
See, he's holding on to jersey, shorts, everything. Yeah, that was Ethan Avalos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to let him go. So now 4 opportunities to get it to the end zone.
Yeah, and take it as much as they can, and boy, a drop. Diego Dominguez, who had a couple TD catches yesterday. Young man from Tucson can't wrap it up.
Yeah, I get excited because that penalty now gives the advantage to the Cardinals. They have 3 opportunities to cross the midline and still 3 opportunities after that to get to the end zone.
Quick throw by Madison here to the near side. That's Michael Larkin. His favorite player is Kyle Hamilton of the Ravens making the play. I'm intrigued by the size differential in this age group, Kirk.
Yes.
We get guys like Larkin 5'5". We saw Himasura 6 feet. We saw earlier Bryson Wright for Jacksonville at 6'4". Here's Madison again back in the middle of the field. That's Dominguez, and a quick flag pull by Himasura, who caught the touchdown a moment ago.
Yeah, Dominguez goes both ways on offense and defense. Plays sort of the middle linebacker spot, but then he also is a sure-handed wide receiver. You see that right there as quarterback finding him over the middle. Marshawn Lynch. He goes short, he go intermediate. Watch this throw. He's going to the right. Watch him throw across his body and delivers a strike on time to Dominguez.
Yep. Third touchdown catch of the tournament for Dominguez, and the extra point could not be cleats. Smear on that eye black like Kirk Morrison. Step out on the field and chase something.
Yeah.
In this game, there's a position for everyone. Visit NFLFlag.com to find the league and start the chase today. Here's a look at our 2 drives so far.
Yeah, it started off with a bang. Both opening drive touchdowns. First, it was Yorkville getting out to that early start. Alex Kramer finding 3. Yorkville get off to a hot start, but they got an answer from the Cardinals. Can they do it in their second drive as well?
Yeah, Madison to Dominguez covering 10 yards. Missed the extra point, so it's a 1-point lead. The ball for the Giants. Middle of the field. Catch made. Silver on the back end of that.
This is one of the few teams that I've seen so far here at these championships, Wes, that actually utilize motion before the snap. And maybe it's just an indicator of what the coverage may be.
Right.
And the quarterback just reads where the safety is in the middle of the field. Diego Dominguez plays that safety for the Cardinals.
Sam Morris, the head coach of the Giants, got a little CFL in his blood somewhere. There's a throwback over, working down the field. Himasura again into plus territory. Yorkville's got some offensive rhythm built here.
Yeah, it's because they keep moving the defenders. The defenders are moving with the offensive players as they go to the right or to the left, but no one stays on their man in terms of the check down. That's all check down plays right now. Getting 5-yard check downs, turn them into 15, 20-yard gains.
A lot of stuff off the band you see for Alex Kramer. Tenafly, New Jersey.
Yeah, just going back to that touchdown catch by Caleb Rivera. You're trying to get to that flag, but how elusive that he gets. Outstretched arms, trying to grab it, just can't do it. The low man wins when it comes to this game, and right there, he almost scrubs the ground crossing that goal line.
So an 8-point lead, and well, you wonder if Coach Scott Gordon and these Cardinals from Gilbert, Arizona feel the pressure a little bit. There's a throw and catch by Dominguez. Silver pulled his flag.
So it'll be interesting how they handle this one. This is a team I mentioned that likes to kind of ground and pound. They're going to utilize the clock. So they may try to say, you know what, let's try to use as much clock as we can on this drive, knowing they get the ball to start the second half, too.
That's it.
They like the small gains. They're not a big play type of team.
Another quick throw. Catch here at the near side. That's Michael Larkin. And now 2 snaps to cross the midline for the Cardinals from Gilbert, Arizona.
Yeah, they've been down before. They were down yesterday in a couple of games, found a way to win, even had an overtime thriller, winning 14-13 to cement themselves here in this Sweet 16.
And the clock will expire, I believe, on this first half. Arizona trying to pull the trigger here. Quick snap to Madison. And he'll throw back, and it's dropped. And that will be the end of the half. What an impressive explosion by Yorkville here.
Man, I'm still trying to catch my breath. It's like every time they get the
Valdez telling us how smart he is, how much he's built for this.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he sure is. Cardinals have the ball. Madison trying to recover from the pick, trying to get him started. Kristen DeSantiago, Chin out of Quinn Creek, Arizona, makes the catch. As Arizona gets to the ball pretty quick here. They're down 20-6, so they need 2 scores to just compete here in this second half. It's interesting when it becomes more than a 1-score deficit, because the 12-minute running clock in this second half can be a pair of handcuffs on a team trying to make the comeback.
And when you know a team is only going to really throw the ball, they want to get the ball down the field now. Before running their game, when they're ahead, it's a little bit easier. Now, I want you to keep an eye on C.J. Reddy, number 5. He's their rusher for the Yorkville.
What a terrific, the first touchdown. And now the Giants on the march, and here's Kramer with a lead of 14, looking for more. shoots it toward the end zone, batted away, and that's Madison, the quarterback, who's playing in the secondary to knock it down.
That was a great play. He's just reading the eyes of the quarterback, Kramer. He broke on the football. Just watch that ball thrown. He breaks. Almost could have intercepted. I think he probably could have got the interception, but he was trying to bat the ball away. He didn't realize he got such a nice jump on that ball.
Give for the timing on it. I mean, he's throwing the ball before Rivera's technically there, Kurt.
He's throwing it in the window. So it's a belief that my guy's going to be there. And my guy was there and get a touchdown.
Lead is 20 points now. Going for the point on the extra, and there's the throw across the back line, and that's caught. And that is Flynn Chadwick. So now it is 27-6. And Gilbert, Arizona needs some explosives quickly. 20 straight points by Yorkville. That ball is ripped. Madison upfield, Gordon the catch.
And that's how you start it off. A nice little positive gain on first down that gets you near midfield. And you're trying to say, we've got to score in 2 plays or less. That's how we go, because just not enough time to come back from that many scores.
Was the guy that got kind of caught in the fray of the play. Here's Madison, and a flag will be thrown. That'll be interference on Aviles.
Pass interference. Defense. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First and goal.
So now 3 cracks from inside the 10, about the 9.
Yeah, that may be one I'd keep in the pocket. I don't know if he got there. I didn't see any interference on the receiver. I thought it was a nice bang-bang play.
Madison thought about the shovel pass. Dominguez the catch at the 5.
I would still think, though, you would have to be sort of in 2-minute mode, though, right?
All right, absolutely. 90-second mode.
Oh, that one hit the ground. But no challenge.
There's a throw, and flag got pulled. Hermosua, who's had a big day, interception, touchdown. Makes the play there.
I would say the clock's not your friend if you're the Cardinals. Keep going with the...
Yorkville's built a 3-touchdown lead on Gilbert, Arizona. And the Giants get the ball back after holding the Cardinals off. And here's Alex Kramer, who has been terrific, this Yorkville quarterback. And look at this, just taking time, right?
Yeah, the clock is their friend, but more importantly, there's no rusher from Arizona.
Kramer, middle of the field, and juggled. And Aviles is able to hold on, keep the play going.
Yeah, you only get credit for 1 catch, even though I feel like he caught it about 2 or 3 different times.
That's right.
But just methodically realizing, wait, with the game almost in hand, it's just executing down the stretch. Just executing from beginning to end. And almost getting ready for what could be a matchup in the next round that maybe puts this team as a favorite.
Little inside, flip it forward, and C.J. Redding. Boy, pretty good collision in the flag game there, wasn't it? With Madison.
Yeah,
J.J. Madison's a big guy.
Yeah.
6'1", listed at almost 180. And C.J. Redding is 5'6", from the Bronx.
I mean, they may call the penalty on Redding, I think, for charging. He's got to be able to hold up as well. When you run through a defender, that's going to be on the offense.
We have charging on the offense. That penalty is going to be declined. Illegal forward pass on the offense. Ball never crosses the line of scrimmage. 5-yard spot. Loss of down, 2nd down. Excuse me, loss of down, 3rd down.
All right. So a lot went on here.
Yeah,
First of all. Yeah, Madison was there.
Yeah.
And Redding dropped the shoulder. Yeah. Redding.
That was all momentum. That was incidental. I think he did it on purpose. That was all incidental. but just the speed in which it's hard to stop when you're going that fast.
So Kramer going to take his time. Now the clock is really going to get grinded down. And we've seen this happen a couple different times already here today in Canton. Kramer now wants to heave it deep. Looking for Silver, beyond his reach, incomplete.
It was just a misfire. And look, you're able to do this because there's no rusher. We've talked about it. Arizona has decided, the Cardinals have decided, you know what? We're just going to play coverage. But in playing coverage, you're giving up the opportunity to let the quarterback, Kramer, and he had 2 guys open for a touchdown. He actually missed a wide open receiver that was streaking behind the defense. But without a rusher, it gives him too much time.
And to counter the clock burn here, a timeout used at the Arizona bench by head coach Scott Gordon.
Yeah, I would love to see them have someone lined up 7 yards to at least speed up the process, but they'll get the football after that 3 and out.
Yep. First time that the Giants offense has been stopped today. And it happens with a 21-point lead. Here's a look at our bracket. We're in the bottom right corner.
Yes, sir.
Now this afternoon, Gilbert, Arizona, Yorkville, New York, still to come. A team from Miami representing the Falcons. We'll explain that to you. And also a team from Baldwin City, Kansas, representing the Bears. Again, further explanation coming up when we bring you the Bears and Falcons in our next game. And there's a catch. And that's Gordon. Flag pulled after about a gain of 5. Maybe 6. Second down. 2 to the midline, 3 to the end zone here for Arizona.
See, how can they create a couple of explosives?
You got to have a huge play.
Yeah, I think just a couple of explosives for them. They can find a way to get the ball deep down the field.
There's a throw back and incomplete, intended for Michael Larkin. So now with 2:40 to go, group from Gilbert, Arizona, not as anxious to get up on the line and get going, trying to process everything and run the play. I understand, but it's a huge deficit here. And Madison to catch of a high snap, and then he'll throw it away. So now it's 4th down. And I don't think they have any chance but to go for it.
Yeah, I think that's the answer to this one. Well, it's a team that's only down to 6 players. You lose a player yesterday, and sometimes when you're just doing your job, the ball finds you. That time, Avalos in his 3rd of the field, the ball finds him 2 feet in bounds. That's an interception.
And here's Kramer eluding the rush. And then back here to the near side. Another grab, Avalos this time. And that'll take us to about 30 seconds.
It's a nice job by Avalos. Just finds a way. He's been active throughout this game.
Yep.
Defensively, offensively, a very well-rounded team here with the Giants.
We still got Baldwin City, Kansas representing the Chiefs. Miami, Florida representing the Falcons coming up in our second game in this bracket. Middle of the field, catch made by Evan Perkins. And he'll scurry up the field. There's a timeout.
Timeout, Giants. First charge timeout.
So Yorkville will take the timeout with 5 seconds left. And
they get one last play. I'm kind of surprised they called a timeout there. But
yeah,
you let the clock just run out. But you get one last play, and I think honestly puts them as a favorite going into tomorrow's bracket.
Boy, how good was Alex Kramer today? Whew. Hope we can visit with him here in a moment. And Kramer going to take the snap, and he will loop it for the end zone. And broken up. It looked like Ryan Gordon got a hand on it, and that's the end of the game. It's a 27-6 win for Yorkville. Kirk.
That's probably one of the more impressive games that we've seen so far. They were executed offensively, defensively. There's a reason why their quarterback was a 2-time Player of the Year nominee. He sure looked like it today.
Sure did. And Alex Kramer delivered touchdowns in their first 4 possessions today.